Hello everyone, welcome to Telangana Exam Center. Today we'll be discussing about a new policy introduced by the Telangana government, that is Clean and Green Energy Policy 2025. So let us start our discussion of Clean and Green Energy Policy. I'll tell you what are the various topics that we are going to learn. So you can see that a CM of a state, that is Mr. Revanth Reddy sir, has launched this particular policy. So you can see the PDF document. CM unveils new clean and green energy policy for Telangana. Okay, we'll also talk about, and this policy, please remember this point, whatever the policy is there, it has to be achieving its target by 2029 to 2030. Very important year for the examination. Okay, now the flow of lecture, the whatever we are learning, we'll talk about some introduction given in the PDF. We'll learn some terms like contracted capacity and what's the meaning of peak demand. We'll also talk about present capacity of Telangana in renewable energy sector exclusively, expected capacity to be built in the next 10 years according to this particular policy, nodal agency which is going to implement this particular policy, funding mechanism, okay, fiscal and non-fiscal incentives. All of these we are going to learn one by one in this lecture. Okay. So let us see the preamble here. The preamble is very important because it gives the insights with regard to India's or national level also, along with what state level. Okay, you can see that the global energy sector is undergoing a significant transformation. Why we are saying transformation here? Very important. Transformation is nothing but when you are leaving one thing and when you are embracing another thing. Okay, that is called as what? Transformation. Are you have transformed. What does it mean? From the fat you have become what? Slim. Fine, this is called as transformation. So it is being said in the policy that the global energy sector is transforming. Why we are saying like that? Because we understand the various implications and the consequences of fossil fuels, and from fossil fuels we are going towards what? Non-fossil fuel sources of energy production and energy consumption. That is the reason we are saying that not only globe, not only India, but every other administrative unit across the world is pursuing the clean and green energy, which is nothing but less polluting energy source. So the global energy sector is undergoing a very significant transformation, shifting from what? Fossil fuel to more sustainable sources. More sustainable here is nothing but using of renewable energies. In 2023, the world added record 510 gigawatt of new renewable energies, highlighting the shift towards cleaner and energy solution. So how much we have added across the world? 510 gigawatt. 1000 megawatt is equals to 1 gigawatt, remember this point. And our Kundakuram nuclear power plants are there in Tamil Nadu, right? That is of 1000 megawatt. So 1000 megawatt is basically able to light up 2-3 villages. Okay, a big amount of area they can easily light up. You provide electricity. Just imagine that the world has added 510 gigawatt of renewable source of energy. It means we are more faster going towards adoption of non-fossil fuels, nothing but clean energies. Okay, and using of sustainable sources of energy or the clean or renewable energy is very important in reducing what? Carbon emissions, which can have disastrous impacts in the form of global warming and can lead to what? Climate changes. India is world largest, fourth largest country in terms of what? Installed renewable energy capacity. Very important GK, you need to know about it. And you know that in the Glasgow summit of COP, this Earth summit, whatever we are having, we call such summits as COP, so the Conference of Parties. Okay, climate change, United Nations framework for convention on climate change. They will have meetings every year. So in the Glasgow summit of 2021, government of India has put a target of achieving net zero emissions by 2070. Net zero emissions are nothing but net profit, means it is in plus. Okay, net loss means we are in loss. Net zero means neither we want to be in profit, neither we are in loss. So basically government of India has promised, like we call it as Panchamitras. Okay, nothing but 5 promises that we have given to the world, that we are going to do so and so. So that is the reason in that 5 promises, one promises achieving carbon emission by 2070 means how much carbon emissions we are doing, that much of emissions will observe also. Either we will do carbon sequestration, here one technology is there, either we'll do carbon sequestration or we will try to replace the fossil fuels with non-fossil fuels. That is our strategy. As of November 2024, India's installed renewable energy capacity stands at exactly approximately 206 gigawatt, which includes hydro also, and which is approximately 45% of total installed capacity of 457 gigawatt. Remember this point. So how much capacity of electricity production we are having means 457. In this 457 gigawatt, 45% is coming from what? Renewable energy. This 45% is nothing but how much? 206. So 457, okay, you do 45% of it, you will get 206 gigawatt is coming from renewable energy sources, including what? Hydro. It means what? India is significantly contributing to the global efforts to combat climate change. Recognizing the urgent need for decarbonization. Decarbonization is nothing but making the sectors which are carbon emitting and replacing it for non-carbon emitting. So that is only called as decarbonization. Okay. Recognizing the urgent need of decarbonization, affordable access to energy, the government of Telangana is notifying Telangana Clean and Green Energy Policy 2025 year is important. Please remember. Telangana has vast solar potential with an average solar insolation of 5.5 kilowatt hour per square meter. So 1 meter, okay, all sides 1 meter should be there, means here 1 meter, here 1 meter, here 1 meter, here 1 meter. In this 1 meter, how much amount of heat can be how much amount of heat is received by the sun means 5.5 kilowatt hour, means able to run 2-3 bulbs for more than 300 sunshine days, because we are in the tropical near to the equator. That is the reason we have more of what? Daylights, okay, maximum. It is one of the top 8 states in India in terms of wind potential, Telangana, okay, and we have the wind potential generation of around 54,717 megawatt. So let us see all of them one by one in a chronological order. Very, very important for the examination. So thermal, okay, thermal is how much? Current contracted capacity. So contracted capacity is nothing but the capacity that has been given to produce what? Energy. Means this much of energy production capacity is given to what? To the producers. So what is the contracted capacity with regard to the thermal? 14,164 megawatt. Okay, so just imagine here 14,164 megawatt. Thermal means what? Coal. Thermal means what? Coal based, means this is fossil fuels. Then we are having the second highest in the contracted capacity is solar, 7,889 megawatt. Distributed renewable energy 771. Wind we are producing 128 megawatt. Hydro we are producing what? 2,518 megawatt. Nuclear 211. Gas based 439. Other non-carbon emitting energy sources is 93. So total contracted capacity of Telangana at this point of time is 26,212. Remember this point. So if we want to arrange them in the chronological order, which is what generally they ask in the examination, thermal energy sources nearly about 50% of our out of 26, 14,000 is from the fossil fuel, means nearly more than 50% is coming from what? Non-renewable energies, nothing but fossil fuels. Okay, the second is followed by solar, then third is followed by hydro. Remember this point, first, second. And if you see only in renewable energy means solar will stand first, hydro will stand what? Second, then we have distributed energies as third, then we have what? Gas based fourth, like that. So you should be knowing the total, you should be knowing the capacity values of these two for sure, you should be knowing the ranking. So all of these I have covered just now. Now current contracted capacity in that is what is there, it is given in the pie chart, that is given in the bar chart. Now we are having what? Peak demand. Peak demand is nothing but, okay, a point, a day or a month or any given time. Remember this point, any given time, what is the highest amount of electricity? What is the highest amount of electricity that the people demand? That is called as what? Peak demand. That is called as peak demand. Now just imagine a point here from January to December, there are 12 months are there. So in all these months, just imagine that in which one of the following months you will demand more energy. So you will say that, sir, it is during the months of summer months. Okay, March, April, May, we generally run lot of ACs, we put the fan at 5, we run coolers, etc., so and so forth. Why does we do? Because of the our we have to live a comfortable life. That is the reason we have to do, obviously. But we are demanding, right or wrong? So that is called as our peak demand. So our peak demand is not exactly, means how much being supplied from the government, how much we are demanding is not equal. It is not equal. How much we are demanding, how much is being supplied is not equal. That is the reason peak demands we are not able to meet. If the peak demands we are not able to meet, what will happen? A blackout situation may happen. I mean, some of the areas may not get electricity for 10 hours like that. That only we call it as blackout. But over the financial year 2014, since the time of state formation, we are actually increasing our peak demand. So you can see that 6.6 thousand here megawatt was it. Then financial year 2024, the last year 15,000, it actually more than doubled. Then we are projecting by 1528, by financial year 28 we may get 21,000 around, financial year 30 24,000, financial year 35 31,000. So we are actually in an increasing trend with regard to what? Peak demand. Okay, now to meet the peak demand, Central Electricity Authority has suggested the following mix of energy resources that the state has to produce to meet the peak demand. So they said that thermal should be increased by 15,000, solar they have doubled to 19,000. By 29 to 30, these are the various targets that the government Telangana has to actually achieve before the completion of this particular policy. So Central Electric Authority, they have suggested Telangana government, sir, if you want to achieve your peak demand, then you have to follow this particular mix. You can produce thermal more 1,000 you can add here, solar you can do what? More than double. 7,000 was there, 7 to the 14, it is more than 14. So almost like 3 times solar we have to develop. Distributed renewable energy, you should go what? 4,000, we have to increase a lot, that also 5 times. Wind energy, hydro energy, battery, like that we are anyhow running the electric buses in Hyderabad like that. Pumped storage projects 417. Okay, nuclear 54, gas based 25 megawatt, other non-carbon emitting energy resources 77. So basically first 5 6 you remember enough. They may ask you in the examination, you don't have to be asking this question to yourself that you have to read all these values. Means yes, you have to read all these values for sure. And the Central Electricity Authority has not only suggested for 29 to 30, but they have also suggested Telangana government up to 2034 to 35. So here also if you see that thermal, like fossil fuels are getting what? Very less, very less increase to add from the existing, because we are mainly focusing on what? Net zero emission, global warming reduction, carbon reductions, etc. So thermal is being just increased by 1,000, but solar, all of these are being double and tripled over a period of time. So you should be knowing at least 4 to 5. Okay, top 5 you should be knowing, because they may ask you in the chronology, or they may give you the find the correct pair with regard to what? Megawatts. Here one side they may give thermal, solar, wind, hydro. Here they may give values, and they may ask you to match the following. Now what is the objective of this policy? The objective of the policy is very simple: to secure the Telangana state with energy security. Energy security is nothing but accessible, adequate, affordable. These three will come under what? Energy. Any kind of security is nothing but accessible. It should be accessed by everyone, means inclusiveness should be there. Affordable, it should be bought by everyone. Accessible and affordable, and adequate. Adequate is nothing but how much we want, that much is being supplied by the government. That is called as adequate. So basically the government of Telangana objective is to have energy security for the Telangana, provide reliable and affordable power. Okay, means reliable means one day it is coming, one day it is not coming, one day it is coming, 2 days it is not coming. It is not called as reliable. Reliable means every day we should be assured of like 10 hours of electricity or 20 hours of electricity, like that. Affordable, I have already told you. Ensure self-sufficiency and sustainability of Telangana power utilities. For promote the development of solar, wind and other renewable energy projects. Promote the development of energy storage system, nothing but battery operated machines. Promote the production of green hydrogen, which is considered as a future fuel. Enhance the state manufacturing ecosystem with regard to renewable energy projects. Boost investment, government should fund and increase job potential in the state in this particular sector. So you can see here current status, targeted capacities are here, and targeted capacity for 2035. Another important, they have given us the chart in the PDF that I have again kept here. Please go through it. You can see that EV charging stations we are having 872, should be increased to 6,000, should be increased to 12,000. In every mall in Hyderabad we are able to find this kind of energy stations. Green hydrogen at this point of time we have no production, but we want to add what, 418 KTPA and 554 KTPA. Okay, fine. Now to implement this policy we are having TS Genco and Tredco. Remember this point. Telangana Generation Company Limited, Telangana Renewable Energy Development Corporation. Okay, Telangana Genco, Telangana Redco is the nodal agency to implement the policy. Renewable energy certificates will be given to the projects, to the companies who actually want to put a plant in various various renewable energy projects. Renewable energy certificate is nothing but, as a company, Mr. X has a solar company, Mr. X has a solar power project, it is being run. They are trying to have produce the solar energy with the help of sun. So this particular company will be given this particular certificate, and this can be traded in energy platforms like NSE, BSE. Incubation fund 50 crore will be set aside by the Telangana government for startups having innovative ideas in this domain. Renewable purchase obligation, obviously when the renewable energies we are promoting, and obviously when we are promoting renewable energies, so in that what is happening is, if the private people are not taking, if anybody is not taking, then who should take it? Government should take it, right or wrong? So renewable purchase obligation is there on the government, that they should purchase in case of any kind of renewable energy is being generated by the projects. Deadline of the project completion 2 years from the date of capacity allocation. Like a wind power plant area is given to Mr. X, like a solar power plant area is given to Mr. Y. So they should be completing that particular projects within 2 years. For women empowerment, solar plant with capacity 500 kilowatt or 2 megawatt permitted to set up. Okay, SHGs. Okay, for self-help groups, village organizations, farmer cooperatives, FPOs, they can also come forward and they can put any of the plant, basically solar plant here in this case, 500 kV plant of solar energy and 2 megawatt of solar energy projects. These all can be, these all can apply. Incentive to the solar projects, non-agriculture status to the land will be given, land ceiling exemption will be there, you can own how much amount of land you can own. Okay, there is no limits to that, you can start your project. TG IPAS faster clearances will be given to you within 30 days if the mega project is there. Okay, NOC, non-objection certificate from the pollution control, is because you are working in renewable energy only, so non-objection certificate can be easily given to you. 100% stamp duty reimbursement will be there on the land value that you have purchased for the particular project. Electricity duty exemptions are there, they will not collect any electricity when you are using the electricity in their particular plant. Water charges reimbursement will be there if you are using the water of the government. 100% SGST reimbursement will be given. Whether you manufacture a product or a service, you have to pay what? Goods and service tax or not. So CGST anyhow we have to give, so that is not under our control. So we said to the investor that please, we will waive off your SGST, please do invest in this particular projects. If you are going for solar manufacturing, means if you are manufacturing products which are related for the generation of solar energy, then capital subsidy will be given 25% up to 30 crores. 100% SGST will be given here, reimbursed. 100% intrastate transmission reimbursement will be given. 100% electricity duty exemption as learned before was also given. Non-agriculture status to the land for the solar manufacturing components, etc. Provision of industrial water will be given to this manufacturing plant. 25% whatever the charges will be applicable for using the industrial water will be reimbursed for the next 10 years. 10 years 25, like if they have paid 100 rupees is the water bill, 25 they will pay 100 rupees, and for every 100 rupees 25 will be given back to them by the government. Power tariff reimbursement will be there. 50% quality certification up to 20 lakhs if they are manufacturing innovative products, and for that purpose they are filing patent, so 50% of patent filing reimbursement will be given up to 5 lakhs. Additional 10% subsidy will be given for the women-led entrepreneurs or startups up to 10 lakh rupees. 25% will be given or up to 7 lakhs for the cleaner production, means you are taking a lot of initiatives in order to make sure that the toxic waste or the undesired waste will not go into what? Air, will not go into the ground, etc. If you are taking some measures and producing very clean and neat, then up to 25% will be given back to you, or up to 5 lakhs. 50% up to 5 lakhs for exhibition expenses if you have manufactured a component, okay, and if you want to show it in exhibition like in Numash is there in Hyderabad or any of the platforms, then the exhibition expenses 50% will be reimbursed by the government. 5 lakh recruitment assistance for employing what? 50% Telangana is nothing but locals. Locals will be, this is a very good initiative by the government of Telangana. After the formation of the state, there is no incentives to the youth of unemployed youth of Telangana when it comes to what? Private employment. So here they mention it very clearly that 5 lakh recruitment assistance will be given to the companies who employ 50% of their workforce, which are locals. Then rooftop solarization is also there. If you are having solar power related, basically if I want to tell you in a very lucid language, if you are having what? Rooftop solar panels are there, okay, then also you will be incentivized. You can have this rooftop solar solarization. A central government also call it as Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, okay. In this particular also the same particular, you can say that solarization is promoted. Remember this point. Pradhan Mantri Har Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana, remember this point. That is a scheme that I am talking about, which is started by the central government, which also promote what? Rooftop solarization. Telangana government is also promoting what? Rooftop solarization. You can put it on household, houses under Indrama Illu scheme, government education institutions, other government buildings. All of these are the targeted areas where the rooftop solarization will be promoted. To further encourage rooftop solarization, 100% net SGST reimbursement will be given for the above rooftop projects. So if you buy solar panels, you don't have to pay any tax. Okay. The above projects will be set up through renewable energy service company. If you are having a company which is working in renewable energy, you can put it. Cell phone, like I can have it on my home. Co-located captive, nothing but business people or real estate business. They can also have this hybrid annuity models. Any other appropriate model, whatever you like. All of these particular people can be a part of rooftop solarization. Okay. This is all clear to you. We also have, I have to tell you this, that the second part to this particular, one second, right, the second part is there to this particular policy. I'll come with the second part. It's the first. I have this is all clear to you, and in the description I have given you the links to buy Telangana current affairs for this year. The validity is complete for 1 year from 2025 to January to December 2025. Very important for group 1 coming prelims examination, group 4 mains examination. Okay, and also Telangana policies is also there, and this Telangana economic survey is also there in the form of PDF and explanation. You can buy any of the courses. I have given what? The links to it. Please make sure that you be a part of it. Thank you.